All right. Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our React contact form tutorial. Last time we built a beautiful responsive form using React, Vite, and Tailwind CSS. Now we're making it functional by hooking it up to email.js. So when someone fills out the form, you get an email in your inbox. No backend, no server, just a simple client-side integration. Now let's get into it. Now let's go to our VS Code and install the email.js SDK. I've already installed it on my project, so I don't need to, but you can just go to your terminal and run npm install email.js/browser and just run your local server again. And after that's done, let's go back to our browser and go to emailjs.com. You can sign up or log in if you already have an account. But in my case, I already have an account, so I don't need to sign up. I'll just go to this email admin dashboard. You can see the email services, email templates, and so on. You only need the email services, email templates, and um, account where I have that personal public ID in this service. Sorry, in my email.js. So I need to uh, get the service ID from this email services, template ID. Also, you need to create a template and that public ID in your account. Now, to create email services, just click this Add New Service or this Email Service tab. If you're just starting up, there's nothing here, but I already had created my Gmail email service. So just for the demo, you can click this Add New Service and select your personal service or transactional services. It's up to you, but we're just using this personal service for now. I've selected the Gmail and connected my account before I create a service. After the account is connected, you can click this create service and the account is or the service is created for you with your account that you're gonna use for email sending or receiving. Now, cancel this one. So you have this email service created. You need the service ID. Now, next is we need the template. So let's create a template and let's say welcome or something. Oh, sorry, contact us. So we're gonna say welcome, baby. Create the templates. Change your company name. Let's say card codes. And the name is a parameter that we're gonna pass through JavaScript in React. So we don't need to add that. Email we're gonna be passed as well from React. This is just a syntax that we use. And then can update the content here. You can update through design or code. So I'll just update the design. I don't need the logos. I'm just gonna remove that. Let's say welcome to Guard Codes family. And then open company name. I don't need a button yet. Let's test out just this um, email service, right? So just say Dark Codes and then best regards, Dark Codes, Dark Codes team. Yeah, sounds good. Can also change the background if you want. Not true here, but you can change it through code editor. And there's a background. I don't want this color, so I'll just say FFF. It's color white. And then apply changes. You can manually update those styles here through the through that code editor. So you have this right side preview here. You have desktop and mobile view for the email. And then once that's done, you just click the save button, save it. And then let's go to our email templates. So we have this now. So we're gonna using this template ID. Okay, let's go back to VS Code then. So we have the template ID, we have the service ID. Now we also need the public ID, which is on that personal settings or account maybe. Yeah, it's on the account. Uh, you just go to the account. Let me go back. Sorry, let me go back then. to our browser and go to the account email.js. As you can see, you have this account tab here and the public key. You don't want to add your private key on your front end. You can use this public key. Since this is a serverless, so every key will be seen in the front end. Then just copy it, add it to your environment variables or config maybe. So in this case, let's just add it in the config. Let's not complicate things, right? So config.js, let's say uh, cons keys. I just get an object and then let's say public key is equal, oh sorry, equal to patient. We need the service ID is equal to whatever is on the service. So we need to copy this service ID. Just copy that. Oops. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I'll copy it here. And then you also need the template ID that you're going to use. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it to the config. I'm going to show you in a moment. Oh, where's that? Oh, never mind. Email templates, copy. Oh, come on. It's on the settings. So yeah. Copy and template ID. Now let's go back to VS Code. I'm going to show you what I've created. I've created an object, file config.js and an object with keys. I just need to export this one. Let's say export default keys or whatever you prefer and how you create this uh, object or exporting the keys. It's up to you. In my case, I'll just export this object variable keys here, and then go back to contact form. Now we have this contact form created from the previous part. Now we will add a better things here. First things first, email.js only reads a form data from the um, form reference, which is this one. It's gonna be using something like form.current, um, something like that. But that's how the email.js receives wants things. So we can't do use states hook and set the data for each of those values here on the input fields. So we need a form. So first off, we need a useref. So useref, import that useref. So auto imported here, and say the ref of this form is form. It's a form what we've created. And then we need something like the email.js import. So we need to import an email.js here. Email.js from email.js/browser. That's what we've installed earlier. And create some things like we know that it is sending. So let's say is sending, sorry. Let's create a use state that we know it's sending. So is sending and set is sending is equal to use state, sorry, false. And we're gonna use this on disabling the button so that it don't trigger it every time it's clicked. It needs to wait to send, so we need to have this disabled here. Say sending is sending and is sending, and we need to have an unclick or never mind. Maybe a submit. So we already have this type submit, so we just need the handle submit on this one on this form tag. So add a unsubmit here and say handle submit and create a function here that says handle submit. Yeah, I'm just gonna prevent it because I don't refresh. Right now we have that. And then what we need next is the a prompt that the email is sent. So let's say we need a state first, a boolean maybe. Yeah, it's sent. Then set is sent. You're going to use states true. Oh, sorry, false. And then okay, what we need next is handling the error. So can you, if you want, you can add it. I want to add it every time I'm coding something, so it's a bit cleaner. I know what errors are. Oh, sorry. Yeah, set is error. Oh, never mind. We want both the content of the error and if it's an error. So let's just say error and then set error. So if it's not, don't display anything. If it is, then display something. Now we have these two states here. We can add it on inside a form or outside the form. It's up to you, but I'm just gonna add it inside a form, maybe um, right before the button. Yeah. So for the arrow, it's right before the button. And say is send, sorry, is sent, then display something like, sorry, and p, just added the p tag here. Message sent successfully. And something on the error part is, oh sorry, error. If it's not null, then displays what the error is. Then say the error is error. Yeah. So it's an error. Let's say it's red text, maybe. So using the tailwind part text, red, just select this red 500 here. And for the successful, let's say green. So text green 500 as well. Uh, Now that's done for the states, but we haven't setting everything yet. So what we do next is um, set everything to false. Let's say if we click this submit button, so the form's being submitted, so we need to set the sending to true, as it's default to false. We need to set the is sent, sorry, set is sent. Oh, come on, set is sent to false. Uh-huh. And then we say set error now, so that if it's submitted again, we'll erase that error we have. And then we use the email JS that we've imported that sent for. And then we need to add our service ID, our template ID, the reference form, and then the public key. Since we already created this in the config part, we just need to import. So keys, and see here that we imported it from config. Keys that we need the service ID first. Service ID, next is the keys that template ID. Then the form reference. So that's how um, the email just send form will be using form that current, which is the use ref form, and the current that use ref. So all is everything inside this form that current. And then the lastly is the keys that public key. So that's what in the send form. And then we need to say then so that we know if it's done and catch if there's an error. So for catch, let's configure this one first. Let's say console.log, or let's not console it. You can see it on the form itself. Anyway, so set is sending to false or to it outside, and set error. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. But yeah, let's check what is the error that, just to make sure. Error that, I don't know, let's say error first. Um, Next part would be adding that form that current. Oh, sorry. Adding the then part. So we need to stop the sending. So oh, never mind. We already stopped it. We need to set the is sent to true since it's already sent. That is sent to true. We also want to um, reset the form. So form that current that's maybe reset. I'm not sure if it's the correct syntax, but let's try. Set is sent, set is sending is already false. So that's done. So we'll know if it's sent or not. Let's check the result as well. Whatever is the response from this email send form, email just send form. So let's console this result that then save. Okay, once that's saved, everything's fine now. Um, let's test it out. Save everything. Let's go to our browser and then did I forget something? Yeah, nothing. So let's go to our browser and go to that localhost 5173. Oh, I have an error. Let's see it. Console use state is not defined. Oh no. Okay, let's go back to our VS Code. I'll just import this use state here. Okay, should be fine now. Let's go back to our browser and refresh. All right, there's an error. Now let's try it out. Let's try uh, Garc. Then Garc codes is where we send the email template. Oh, garcodes at gmail.com. And then, hey there, can you send me an email or something? And then send message. Now we've got a response that says unprocessable and we have an error. Recipient address is empty. Recipient's address is empty. It's because what we have on the email.js template is we're using this um, email syntax here that gets that email variable or parameter. So let's go back to our VS Code and see what's the names of those inputs that we had. Let's say input here for the name, input for the email, and input for the text area. We didn't have anything, that's why. So we need to add those first. So let's say name of this name input is name. Name of this input email is email. And name of this text area, let's say content. Content. Yeah, it's updated. Also, let's get back to our browser now. Once that's saved, and let's check this one, whatever we can use here. Yeah, so name, email, that's fine. So let's just close it out. We don't save anything. And then go back to our local host and refresh. Let's try again. Cart codes, cart codes. Oh, sorry, that's my full name. Got gmail.com and then hey, send me an email, please. An email, please. Don't be an error. Send message. Click the send message, and now we've got a response here. It says that is okay. Now we have the message sent successfully. Now let's check our email.js. And then we go to this email history. See if there's anything sent. So we've got one earlier. This is the status codes. What's the status code here? But this is what we have earlier, which is from our connecting the email to our service. Oh, it's this one. Not sure what this one is, but this is the one that we've just sent earlier. It was sent from our local host, with our name, card codes here, and the content and everything. And we have this uh, some specific details that we don't really use, or maybe someone use it, but that's how it is. We've got the email, and I'm gonna show you what the email looks like. Just see, put this email here, and I've received that email. Email.js test email was sent to you. Oh, not this one. Let me just see. Email was sent to you, dashboard. Oh, come on. Do I have that? Oh, it's this one. Okay, so we have this email that was sent from guardcodes@gmail.com. It was also received by guardcodes. If you have other email, you can use that to test it out and sending from different emails. Now, this is it. Let's go back to that form. Now, to recap, in this part, we installed the email SDK, which is when we go back to our VS Code, we have this email.js browser, this one. And then we set up an email services. We go to our browser and we check this email service here and our email template that we set up. We connected a form to email.js, which is on the VS Code on the contact form. We just call this email.js send form. That's how easy it is. There's no backping and added real-time success error handling. So we have added that error handling and success in here. Now, everything looks fine, I guess. We tested the error though. So let's take a quick look if we really did. So let's go to a browser and go to the localhost. Let's see. Error. If there's an error, oh, ASD com. Uh, let's say we change the email to email one in the name so that it will throw an error. Let's see. ASD send message. Now we have this something went wrong. And then we have this console. What is the thing that's wrong? So I've changed the email one to, sorry, the email name to email one so that it will throw this error. For example, just for an example that we are seeing this something went wrong error here. Now that's just it. All client side, no backend required. It's clean and simple, right? If this helped you out, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and subscribe for more dev tutorials like this one. Catch you on the next video. Bye.